Coming to you live from New York City, you're watching Astrology Numerology Now for Monday, November 16th, 2015. I'm your host, professional astrologer, numerologist Z Starman, where every week at this time, you know the deal, for the last 8 years, we bring you the latest astrology, news, and information, astrology and numerology news and information, and also you can call the show with your astrology, numerology questions. We're live from New York. Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces. No matter where you're watching this show, if you're in Spanish Harlem, West Harlem, if you're in Little Italy, if you're on the Upper East Side, Lower West Side, call the show right now for the latest astrology news and information as it relates to you. And that number is 212-757-1393. We are live. It's November 16th, 2015. We have 45 days left in the calendar year of 2015. Now, before we open up the phone lines, I just got some astrology news and information to share with everybody, because it's not about me giving readings. Most people call for readings. And tonight, I only want new callers to call the show. My control room will be screening calls. They'll be asking you your name and your birthday. So have that ready for them. They know everybody who has called the show before. And in the last couple of weeks, we've gotten a lot of repeat callers. Now, we're in the holiday season. We're leaving Scorpio. We're starting to leave Scorpio. And on Sunday, November 22nd, 2015, the sun will be in the sign of Sagittarius. The sun enters the sign of Sagittarius this Sunday, November 22nd, 2015, at 10:25 a.m. So we're saying goodbye to Scorpio. We're saying hello to Sagittarius. Sagittarius is a mutable sign. Sagittarius is the half horse, half human Chiron. People think of the asteroid Chiron, but the name of the Sagittarius centaur, his name, or sometimes her name, is Chiron. So we do have a female Sagittarius person, part of our lower thirds, but the sun will be in the sign of Sagittarius. This is a big time for Sagittarius people coming up. So if you are a Sagittarius, and if you are a beautiful Sagittarius woman, like the producer and director of this show, Deetra Kelsey, happy birthday to you. There are a lot of Sagittarius people out there. My good friend Michelle in Brooklyn, who's a Sagittarius. Samuel F. Reynolds, he's not a woman, but he's a Sagittarius. So happy birthday, Sagittarius. And I want everybody to invite me to your Sagittarius birthday party. Happy birthday, Sagittarius. Up next, as far as astrology news and information is concerned, we have the planet Mercury. Mercury, the planet of communications and information, it will be in the sign of Sagittarius beginning Friday, November 20th, and it will stay there until, that should have been January. I think we have the right information. That's December 9th. We do have the right information. Friday, November 20th to December 9th, 2015, Mercury is in the sign of Sagittarius. Now, when Mercury is in the sign of Sagittarius, it doesn't work too well, because Sagittarius territory is a little bit too big for Mercury. So the communication gets lost. Sagittarius, Mercury, when it's in the sign of Sagittarius, it's in its detriment. So that means it's lessened, it doesn't really work well, and it's out of control. So Mercury says things, do things. Sagittarius people, be careful about the things you say. Gemini people, be careful about the things you say also, because your ruling planet is in the sign of Sagittarius. Virgo people, you're going to have to do some adjustments with your home and families, because Mercury in Sagittarius is in your 4th house. Pisces people, if you're listening, this is a mutable sign thing. For Pisces people, Mercury will be making that transit in your 10th house. Saturn is already in the sign of Sagittarius, and the sun is in the sign of Sagittarius also. So there's a lot of energy boosting moments for Sagittarius starting on November 20th. Let's show them that again one more time, control room. Mercury is in the sign of Sagittarius, November 20th to December 9th. Be careful what you say, watch what you say. A lot of people don't become religious fanatics because Mercury's in the sign of Sagittarius during that time. So a lot of people go off into religious tirades, a lot of religious fanaticism going on. 212-757-1393 is the number to call to talk to me about your astrology and numerology questions. We have a lot of time left in the show. I don't care where you're calling from in the New York City area. I'd like to say hello to all my friends and viewers in the BCAT area who are watching the show on the BCAT channel in Brooklyn, New York. It is after Tuesday, November 24th. It's a couple of days before Thanksgiving. We got some Thanksgiving news and information to tell you, but 212-757-1393 is the number to call for real astrology, real numerology in real time. There's nowhere else that you can get the latest astrology news and information by talking to me, a professional astrologer. Now, from a numerology point of view, since the name of the show is Astrology Numerology Now, November 2015 is a #1 universal month. They're telling me the phone lines are ringing off the hook, but I gotta get out this information. November is the #1 universal month. If we take the month of the November, it's the number 11. 2015 is the number 8. 11 plus 8 equals 19, and everyone knows the laws of numerology. You got to reduce things sometimes to become a single number or a master number. So November 2015 is a #1 universal month. It's a big year to do things. Start from the beginning. Start over. Start planning and determining what are you going to start to do to fulfill your destiny in the next 45 days. Because 45 days from now, it's November 16th, the new year will be here. This year's moving fast. So with a #1 universal month, it's always great to start to plan things. We're going to have a #1 universal month in this month, November 2015, and also at the beginning of the year, January 1st, the month of January 2016 will also be a #1 universal month. So we're at this point from a numerology point of view is that we're starting over, beginning new things, bringing people together in December, and also really taking off to that big head start. Now, just a little preview of what to expect in 2016 from a numerology point of view. The name of the show is Astrology Numerology Now. I'm your host, Z Starman, and if you want to talk astrology and numerology, give me a call right now. We are live. We are streaming on mnn.org. We're streaming on BCAT channel. If you're calling from London, because people watch the show in London, if you're calling in Texas, if you're calling in Los Angeles, Chicago, Atlanta, my Facebook friends who are watching this show right now, control room, put up the number so they can see it. 212-757-1393 is the number to call for the latest astrology news and information. I don't care where you're calling from, give me a call right now. You may want to have a question. You want to talk about yourself, your relationships, your husband, your wife, your health, your career, money from an astrology and numerology point of view. Let's get you ready for 2016, which is about 45 days away. Now, before we open up the phone lines for real, 2016, wow, I got so much information. I need an hour show. I got so much information. 2016 will be a #9 universal year. 2016, we take 2016 and let's add each number at a time. 2 plus 0 plus 1 plus 6 equals the number 9. 9 is the last number on the numerology scale. 9 is the number of endings. So 2016 will be the year of major endings for people, major endings. A lot of people will be experiencing that graduation period in their lives. So get ready for the beginning of the end and the bigger and better things, with 2016 being in a 9 universal year. Remember, 2 plus 0 is 2, plus 1 is 3, plus 6 is 9. 9 is the number of endings and accomplishments. We'll talk about that more in previous shows, but my control room says let's take some phone calls. 212-757-1393 is the number to call. Caller, you're on the air with Z Starman.
My name is Chris, and
let's give him some sound audio. Let's give him some audio, control room.
Hey, man.
What's your name?
You guys there?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, my name is Chris. I'm here in Manhattan. I'm actually at 57 and Lex right now, brother, checking you out.
Okay, thanks for watching the show.
Yeah, man, you guys are fantastic.
Thank you.
So,
what day is your birthday, Chris?
Let me ask you this. I'm February 13th is my birthday, and my numerological number is 4. I'm 213.
213.
Yeah.
Right. Now, from a numerology point of view, Mr. Aquarius, one thing that you have to get ready for is your ruling planet going direct. Now, your ruling planet will be going direct on Christmas Day, on December 25th. The ruler of Aquarius is the planet Uranus or Uranus. And it's been retrograde for about the last 4 or 5 months. So now you have to prepare for this big moment in your life. You've been dormant over the last couple of years, but you have another month to get ready. You have another month to get ready because this year you were in a 5 personal year. The number 5 personal year is the number of change. If you don't change, the universe has said, Chris, hey, you're going to make some changes here?
Yeah.
So now the universe is forcing you to change. You don't want to make this decision. The universe is going to make the decision for you. So the thing with astrology is about free will, knowing when things are coming your way and what direction they're coming, and for you to say yay or nay or act accordingly. But another big thing from a numerology point of view, you're a number 4, you're born on the 13th, and 4 is related to the sign of Aquarius. If you look at Aquarius, it's all crazy. I mean, it's squiggly and it's eccentric. It dances to the beat of a different drummer. But for 2016, since we're again 45 days from 2016, Chris, you're going to be in a number 6 personal year. What year were you born?
75.
1975. So you'll be 41 and you'll start to have some fun. But you'll be in a number 6 personal year. And now the universe is asking you from a numerology point of view, Chris, is to be responsible. And that's what a lot of people's failure is because they're not responsible.
Right.
They don't follow up.
Yeah.
They don't return, and this is what the universe is asking you to do. A year from now, 2017, you'll be at your half Uranus point. And you may be a late bloomer in life, but now it's time for you to sort of kind of grow up, my friend.
Oh, wow, man, that's far out. That's bad news, man.
Well, well, it's up to you to make the right choices, Mr. Aquarius. Again, whether you're ready or not, your ruling planet on December 25th, Christmas Day, is going direct. And if you're not ready, you're going to get left behind. So now, while we have almost about 5 weeks to Christmas, now's the start to write your to-do list. You're going to be in the number 6 personal year for 2015. 6 is the number of responsibility, and pay attention to your health because you're slacking on that.
Yeah, man. Wow, dude, you're fantastic. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Chris.
I appreciate it. You got a great show.
Thank you. Thank you very much. 212-757-1393. And if there's anybody out there who wants to get in touch with me, we're going to just put up their contact number. Put up my contact number, my contact information. Get ready for 2016 now. What are you waiting for? Hook yourself up from an astrology and numerology point of view. Give me a call after the show, 646-389-1311, 646-389-1311. Have some fun with Z Starman. Know who you are from an astrology and numerology point of view. Know what the planets and the numbers have to say, and then you can choose accordingly. Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Scorpio, Libra, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces. Call me after the show for your 2016 astrology and numerology forecast. 646-389-1311. You can find me anywhere. I'm on Facebook. I'm on, my email address is zstarman@gmail.com, Twitter. I'm all over the place. You guys know how to find me. But the fastest way to get in touch with me is 646-389-1311. Okay, now, before we open up the phone lines, I want to touch on this quickly because, again, it's about giving out the information. I want everybody to keep their eyes open Thanksgiving Eve, or Thanksgiving Eve. And that's November 25th, and that's when we're going to have a full moon. On Thanksgiving Eve, in the sign of Sagittarius, the moon is going to be in the sign of Gemini. Watch out for this full moon. We're already coming off a terrorist attack. And I'm not wishing terrorism or anything, but this full moon in the sign of Sagittarius, the Sun, Mercury, and Saturn is going to be in the sign of Sagittarius. And this is Thanksgiving Eve. There's going to be this full moon that we all have to keep our eyes on as we go over the river and through the woods to grandmama's house or whoever's house we're going to celebrate the Thanksgiving holidays with. It is a full moon that night. Now, also happening that night, the moon will be squaring Neptune in Pisces. So we got a nice T-square between, what is this T-square? Imagine, put a circle in your head. I always use this analogy to understand astrology. Put a clock in your head, numbered 1 through 12. And let's say at the 12 o'clock position, we're going to have the sun. At the 12 o'clock position, we're going to have Neptune. And at the 3 o'clock position, we're going to have the sun in Sagittarius. And at the 9 o'clock position, we're going to have the sun in Gemini, or the moon in Gemini. That T-square position is very, very precarious, and we have to keep our eyes on. And let's show them one more time, control room, so we can't say we didn't warn them. Beware of the full moon. Thanksgiving Eve, that's Wednesday, November 25th, 2015, and the exact full moon is around 11:45 or midnight on that day. And I wonder, what's the name of that moon? Is it a turkey full moon? I'm calling it the turkey full moon. So beware of that full moon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. And up next, very quickly, before we take a couple of more phone calls, I just want to elaborate a little bit from an astrology point of view about the Paris attacks. Now, the first thing we're going to show the astrology chart of Paris, France, and quickly, France, there have been several astrology charts over the course of history for France, but France, like every country, United States is Cancer. It's ruled by, its birthday is July 4th. 1776. Now, Paris's birthday, the new republic, new administration, Paris is a Libra. Paris is a Libra. Its birth date is October 6, 1958. That's when the new Paris was formed. So some of the things that happened during that Paris attack, if we can see in the fifth house, we can't see because the lower third. Can we take the lower third off real quick, control room? Just the lower third, leave the picture up. If we can do that real quick. Forget about it. But there was a conjunction of Mars. Mars is in the sign of Libra. Mars is in Libra-ruled territory. Mars is the planet of aggression and action and energy. Paris is ruled by Venus, which rules the sign of Libra. And also that day, we got those other pictures, control room, we had a conjunction of Mars in the sign of Libra. Or Mars in Libra, there's Mars in Libra. Mars went into Libra last week, and it made a conjunction to Paris's, or the Republic of France's Venus. So whenever Mars is in Libra, Mars is very aggressive. very fussy, it's very bossy. And there we had the conjunction again, Mars and Venus in Libra. So there's a lot of things happening in Libra territory. Mars is there. So these are some of the things that I look at when I'm looking at events that happen from an astrology point of view. Also for my seasoned astrologers who are watching the show, Saturn is in Sagittarius. In the chart of Paris, Mars is in the sign of Gemini. So you had that Mars opposition with, or the Saturn opposition with Mars. So a lot of stressful energy happening on that day. And my condolences go out to everybody who's a victim of terrorism everywhere. There's terrorism in Beirut, Lebanon. There's terrorism in Kenya. The planet Earth, we have lost our mind, and we need to get right, and we need to get in control. A lot of people on Facebook, and this is my commentary, terrorism. Crime is crime, death is death. That's our common denominator throughout the planet. Some people are hating, oh, why should France get all this love, this, that, and the other? Why should this, we have to stop it, and we have to, look to a higher good for peace, love, and harmony in the years beyond. So condolences to victims of terrorists, whether it be Africa, whether it be the Middle East, whether it be Paris, France, or USA. We got time for one more quick phone call. Caller, you're on the air with Z Starman.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, what's your name and where you're calling from quickly?
My name is Cleo Castro-Vandross. I'm calling from New York City.
And what's your birthday, please?
May 10th, 2000.
May 10th, 2000. Now, with May 10th, 2000, you're a Taurus. So
Yes.
Learn to save your money, young lady.
Okay.
Learn to save your money and focus on your health. I know you should be healthy at the age of 15, almost 16 years old, but staying healthy, that's a great thing for you. There are a lot of planets in the sign, Earth signs right now. Pluto's in the sign of Capricorn. Jupiter's in the sign of Virgo, so that gives you a lot of health and energy. But really start to work out. I guess your body is developing now at the age of 15, 16, so keep healthy and be responsible. Kids can be responsible too, all right?
Okay.
Thank you very much. That's about all the time that we have for Astrology Numerology Now. If you want to find me on Facebook, you can like the show on Facebook. We do have a Facebook page. There I am. That's my Facebook page, Zaki Z Starman, or you can like the show's page. Let's show them the show's page. Go to facebook.com and look for Astrology Numerology Now. I want to thank my control room, Dietrich Kelsey, along with Gary, all around town Brown, and we'll be back next week for more Astrology Numerology Now. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Be safe. Peace.